Hey, what's going on, guys? Just go back with another video. Thank you for watching. Back with some more D's. This should be fun because I got a lot of really cool D's coming up, so thanks. Cheers. Alright, let's start. First up, I have one from the After Dark Originals collection called Dark Circles. I have actually never seen this movie. It looks pretty interesting though. So I definitely will get on that ASAP. So Dark Circles, I'll check that out. Next one I have from Dimension Extreme, George A. Romero, rest in peace. Diary of the Dead. This movie gets a lot of shit from some of Romero's fans, but I personally didn't mind it. I kind of like how it's the same night as set on the same night as Night of the Living Dead, even though obviously it's more modern. But and of course the technology comes into play as well here. So, oops, we have a visitor. Hold on. Yeah. Where? Yeah. How did it go after that? How did it go after that? And you're just gonna sit there and talk? Yeah? You're just gonna sit and rub against my magazines, huh? Alright. She pretty much... It's her house. I just live here, basically. But yeah, getting back to Diary of the Dead, yeah, it's a great film. I think it's really well done. Romero had a different direction as far as the whole technology takeover goes, with the whole handheld camera shit. That was pretty good. Pretty good gore. I could do without CGI blood, but I think it was a pretty good film. Probably his last. I really didn't care for Survival of the Dead personally. I'll get to that whenever I get to that, but yeah, I thought Diary of the Dead was okay. From IFC Midnight, they always put out some amazing shit. Usually, and never really disappoint me, honestly. They're just one of those labels you can kind of always just count on for some really good horror movies. And that is Darkness Rising. Definitely got thumbs up for me. Oh yeah, from Dark Sky Films, a classic from the 70s. Classic horror anthology from Dan Curtis. Just trying to find a year on this. Is that 69 maybe? I think it might be 69. Dead of Night. This movie was great. I enjoy every story in this movie, but of course the one that everyone else talks about, and rightfully so, is Bobby. That's one of the best, one of the creepiest stories on here, I think. The first one is about like this car that goes back in the time, or this guy goes back in time, and then the other one, No Such Thing as a Vampire. It's obviously about vampires, but Bobby is a really good voodoo, bring your child back from the dead, comes back really pissed off, and not the same type story, kind of a monkey's paw story. I really enjoyed that one though. That was really good. That movie, that short was actually remade for Trilogy of Terror 2, actually, and I actually enjoyed that one as well. But yeah, Dead of Night, original Dead of Night. Well, not the original Dead of Night, that one's 45, obviously, but this one, the 70s version, pretty badass. Enjoyed that. Don't Let Them In. When I first saw this movie, I really didn't care for it. Sorry. Stop opening my door, bud, okay? You want to come in here, it's fine. Just don't keep opening the door. Don't let him in. At first when I saw this, I really didn't care for it, but it kind of grew on me. It's okay. I watched it at Halloween. Pretty good movie. Oh, we have a really old one here. 1920 silent classic with Bela Lugosi. torn artwork, apparently. Daughter of the Night. I like how it says torn artwork at the top. Obviously used. But it's interesting seeing Lugosi in some of his roles before he was his Dracula and then forever typecast as that, because there's a lot of Dracula-esque type moments in his older films, even before Dracula. He was just a really sinister image, had a really good presence, and obviously being a stage actor too, it's where he got his craft from. But Daughter of the Night, pretty good. Interesting to see an older film. This is one of my favorite modern zombie movies, I think, done right. I think this is actually one of the best ones. And it's from the Ford brothers, called The Dead. I think they finally got the zombies right. They look fucking threatening. They're slow moving. They got maggots crawling on them. A bit like, Fulci. Kind of along those lines as far as look goes and style goes. As the zombies go. Kind of got a little bit of even a Jack Turner I Walk with a Zombie feel to it, even. But really good movie. Really good zombie movie. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite. It also spawned a sequel too, which I'll have at some point, I'm sure, called The Dead 2. But that's a really good one as well. But yeah, The Dead is a great movie. Excellent special effects, great score, good acting. This is a zombie film done right. They're slow moving, they're threatening, and I believe I just said that. I'm rambling. This is a 70s classic for me. Don't Look in the Basement. One of my absolute favorites. Such a great film. I don't think this movie's ever really had the greatest release, but be that as it may, it's a great film. I love it. They actually made a sequel to this recently too. That's kind of cool. I think it's the director's son paying homage to his dad, making the second one, I believe. But that one was pretty good as well. Not as good as this one though. This is the real badass movie. Can we put my boat in the water? Classic. So many classic lines. Badass movie. Hi, Binky. You curling around me? Yeah. A Day of Violence. Really brutal movie. Aptly named A Day of Violence. It's one fucking violent movie. Good though. I had Dominique is Dead in my last update, but it was a DVD, and this is the really badass Vinegar Syndrome release. Dominique is Dead. It's a really good movie. Really good psychological type film. Supernatural elements. Kind of a murder mystery. Kind of like definitely a revenge story about trying to get back at your spouse, and no one is what they seem. There's a lot of dark secrets. Really good film from 78. I really enjoyed it. Dominique is Dead. Awesome movie. Here's a classic here from Severin Films. The Day of the Beast. If I say this guy's name, I apologize. If I butcher his last name, I apologize. Alex de la Iglesiana. I don't know. That's a good one, though. Here's a Grindhouse, Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, with Kurt Russell. Amazing performance by Kurt Russell. Killer car. Oh, so many great scenes. Awesome fucking movie. I like Planet Terror just a little bit better, but Death Proof is good. From Trauma Films, we have Demented Death Farm Massacre. I have to kind of rewatch this. I don't really remember it. Drive-In Horse Show. This one was really fun. This was actually a really fun horror anthology. I was actually really impressed with this film. I would highly recommend this one. This one was really good. Fucking badass. Here's another older Lugosi film called The Death Kiss. This is from 32. This is right after Dracula. Wow, okay. It's kind of a murder mystery. Yeah, it's a classic murder mystery. I liked it. Like anything Lugosi's in. Lugosi and Vincent Price are like the type of, and even Peter Cushing you could throw on there too. Like one of those actors where even if the film sucks, they don't. They always deliver, and you're always going to get a stellar performance out of him. Just man's man for sure. One of my favorite Killer Kid movies from the 70s, which I really have to upgrade because it's got a really good Blu-ray release now, and I'm still rocking this really shitty version archive. Devil Times 5. Really good Killer Kid movie. A very young Leif Garrett stars in this movie, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, I good Killer Kid film. Definitely one of my top, I would say top 10 Killer Kid movies of all time, for sure. Definitely have to upgrade this one. And I'm going to totally do that. So I think Code Red put out a pretty damn good version of it. But this is a good movie. That scene, the piranha scene, where that little shit throws all those piranhas when that woman is taking a bath and then they're all attacking her and shit. Oh, damn, that's nasty. This is a really fucking great release from Unearthed Films. Thank you, Stephen Byro. I doubt you're watching, but thank you. Shout out. Called Dr. Lamb. Definitely a welcome to my collection. I've been wanting this movie for a long time. Since I heard about this and the Untold Story. A lot of these Category 3 type films. Yeah, Category 3 films. Definitely infamous. Dr. Lamb was great. I loved it. Another great release from Arrow video. Death Walks at Midnight. Classic, man. Definitely a classic. Is this a Sergio Martino film? I think. Great Giallo. Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It's Luciano Iracuola. God, I'm horrible with names from other countries. I apologize. I don't think this is uncut. I don't think this movie's ever gotten a release where everything is uncut. But this is the best one I can find at the time. And it's a really fun movie, actually. It's called Dawn of the Mummy. Definitely capitalizing on the Italian zombie craze, except with mummies. Not zombies, they're mummies. And the mummies look badass. Like, they're all fucking maggot infested and shit, and they just tear people apart, like Fulci style. Fucking awesome movie. I first heard about this one through Deep Red Magazine. Chaz Bowen was talking about it in the Gore Score back in the day. But yeah, Dawn of the Mummy. Fucking awesome. This is one of those movies that deserve a really good release, I think. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Synapse knocks it out of the park with this release. I had old beat-up VHS version, which was, I believe it was even cut. So this was definitely a re-welcome to the collection. This also goes by Pranks, but I know it as The Dorm That Dripped Blood. That's always one of those nostalgic covers I always remember. Great slasher. Thank you, Synapse Films, for that. Maya Communications. Oh, this is a good one. I enjoyed this one a lot. This is a Lamberto Bava movie that kind of fell through the cracks. I don't think too many people know about this one. It's called Dinner with a Vampire. This is a really fun one. The vampire, the head vampire in this movie is fucking creepy, man. He kind of reminds me a bit of like a Claudius Kinski, Nosferatu, even like Max Schreck style. Like, looks fucking badass. Don't let that cover fool you, because it's actually a pretty damn good movie. I think this might have been like a made-for-TV movie, I believe. Oh yeah, okay, it says that right there. Yeah, made-for-TV movie. But yeah, Lamberto Bava, he's another one really good director. Dinner Vampire, badass movie. I just got this at Walmart not too long ago. I couldn't resist it. I had both of these movies on DVD, but this is such a badass set. And I love Corbin Bernstein's performance as the demented dentist. You can't go wrong with that performance. He's right up there with, like, Joe Spinell in Maniac or something. Like, the guy was just fucking amazing in these movies. These movies are a bit hard for me to watch because I am not a fan of the dentist. I never have been, even since I was a kid. So the part where like he's drilling the molars out, that's fucked up, man. But the Dentist Collection, I highly recommend this. It's really cool. You get a lot of bonus shit. I haven't had time to view all the bonus stuff on here, but I must say, wow, it is loaded. Awesome release, The Dentist. One of my favorite directors of all time, hands down. This guy is a fucking horror god, a film god, just in general. That is David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers. Need I say more? Weird movie. But great. It's great. Worth every moment. This next movie I remember from my childhood, going to the old mom and pop video stores. This cover, it kind of like Video Dead and even the Dead Pit, like covers that just kind of strike you and just jump out at you, you know, saying rent me, but of course, you know, you're a kid and you can't because it's a rated R movie. We all got around the loophole. I know I did, you know, but this one was great. Definitely rescued from VHS obscurity from Vinegar Syndrome. That is Demon Wind. One of my all-time favorite demon films for sure. I love the way the demons look. I love the gore. The score is great. Acting is kind of. I always remember that one character who was like a martial artist. I always remember that. But stunning visuals. Good movie, man. Demon Wind. I highly recommend that. I wish they would have stuck with the original. It is somewhat kind of like the old VHS cover, but not quite. I think the old VHS cover, I remember being in like 3D. That was kind of cool. But Demon Wind, great release from Vinegar Syndrome. And I'm starting to try to. I don't have Shudder. I should, but I don't. I don't have any streaming shit, honestly. I just buy physical media. Physical media all the way, man. But I am starting to try to catch up on some of the Shudder original films. And what I've seen has really fucking been amazing so far. And this one is right up there. This is a creepy fucking movie. I remember I watched this Halloween night, I believe last year. And it was a great time, great watch. Me and one of my girlfriends watched this movie. She was pretty fucking terrified. Cleaning the whole time, you know. It was fun. The Dark and the Wicked. Creepy movie. Highly recommend this movie. It's from the writer and the director of The Strangers. No wonder it's so damn good, because I love that film as well. But, man. Shudder Films, they're just knocking it out of the park with these releases, and The Dark and the Wicked is right up there. Amazing supernatural film. Really sense of isolation in that movie. Well, you want to talk weird? Now this is weird, my friend. This is about as weird as it gets. This is on the lines of like David Lynch weird, and that is. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that director's last name because I'm going to butcher it and make an ass out of myself. So I'm just going to show it. That is Dogtooth. God damn, this movie is weird. This movie is weird. Talk about a dysfunctional fucking family, man. Like, wow. You know, this is just one of those movies that you have to experience, that you have to watch, and just inform your own opinion about it. Is that weird? Like Twin Peaks, any David Lynch type stuff, like, just weird is weird. And it's brutal, too. It's got some really brutal scenes. But amazing characterization and amazing acting. These actors are just amazing in this movie. But it is weird. We got a classic here. Michael Caine and Brian De Palma's and Nancy Allen, I gotta say as well, Dressed to Kill. Oh man, such a great film. Kind of I would say it's like a giallo American style, really. Right up there with like The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, as far as quality goes, as far as storytelling goes. Michael Caine. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen Dressed to Kill about who the killer is, but the reveal of the killer. But just Absolutely amazing all-out film. The murder in the elevator is always on those best horror moments, rightfully so. Dressed to Kill, amazing. Wish I could get the one sheet of that. That'd be badass. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. I got three more here. Oh, we were just talking about this amazing director before, Argento. That's Deep Red. Probably one of my favorite scores by Goblin. I think this is my favorite Goblin score. I liked it more than Suspiria, actually. Yeah, the Goblin score in this movie is just unmatched. The best. I love it. But the film itself is just amazing. David Hemmings is great in it. David Hemmings, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's great in it. Also, Dario Nicolda. Wow. She was actually dating Argento at the time of this movie. They were together. But amazing performance. Amazing visuals. The haunted house, or just the deserted house, where they go to try to find, where David Hemmings goes to the house to try to solve the mystery of the killer and the murders and shit, but creepy, man. Very creepy moments. And then you put that with the Goblin score, it's just unbelievable film. Definitely a staple of Italian horror cinema, for sure. Giallo. This is actually one of the most brutal movies I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot. And I don't really hear too many people talk about it. There's a movie similar to this. I don't know if it came out before or after, but it is called Seventh Day. I think. No, not Seventh Day. 7 Days. 7 Days, I think. Seventh Day, 7 Days, something 7 Days. And this is kind of like that film, but it's called Daddy's Little Girl. God, where do I begin? Just, what is it? The dude's brother? Yeah, this guy's brother. Well, I got to be careful what I say so I don't give away the movie, because I'm really bad at that. I'm not a good reviewer, as you can tell from now on. But I give away endings way too good. But let me just say that this guy goes after who hurt his little girl. Let's just say that. That's all I'll say. And tortures that individual in very brutal ways to get the truth out. And does it work? Does it not? You got to be the judge and you got to see it. Was justice served or not? Daddy's Little Girl. Amazing film. And the last film I have before me and Binker Stinker say goodbye. One of my absolute favorites from one of my favorite directors of all time, Lucio Fulci. And that is Don't Torture a Duckling. Definitely a movie today in the PC pussy society that we live in today could never been made. I don't think this movie. I don't think they would ever make a movie like this today. Just the subject matter alone, with the killer priest and the sexual allegations with some of the characters with kids, and it's definitely had some balls to make this one. This is from '72. Definitely one of my absolute favorite Fulci films. Good character study of a psycho that on the outside seems like he's a normal person, but on the inside he is so corrupted and just fucked up, basically. He just takes everyone down with him, including the children. But Don't Torture a Duckling. Amazing film. I guess that is it. So, we will say goodbye. Easy. It's your cameo. It's okay. Alright, guys. This is Binker Stinker. And I'm Skidgore. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I appreciate it. Till next time, gore forever. Stay scared.